the barracks for now. See? There we go. There's your minion sleeping, just regaining some strength. I'm not quite sure how he's lost some health. Where is he? That one. No. Ah, okay, anyway. You can see there, he's lost some health. Which is weird. I believe that's all my no, I've got 2. So there's 2 people working, and everyone else is dossing about. Good to see. Right, so we're gonna just put the blueprints out for another corridor here. We're gonna have this one. Ooh, we can utilise that space maybe. We'll just do that for now. And we'll put another door in here.
Object purchase order confirmed.
Illegal room. Oh, that's probably because it's not connected to anything. So, we will just wait. Come on. Build it. Oh, here we go. These guys here. Ah, my henchman's come to stand with me.
What's this?
That's most unusual. What else do we need? Still got a strong room to build. I don't particularly want to build that anywhere out here, because this corridor here is usually where I allow the agents to move about. Anything beyond this corridor, I'm a bit, gotta kill you now. So, this is actually very different to how I normally build a base. I normally do this L-shaped corridor here, and then I'll have a corridor coming about here and just stretching all the way up to here, and then go off several times down like that. But I'm just trying something a bit different this time. The idea of maybe having kind of big rooms where there's going to be a lot of minions all the time, kind of in the way of the corridors, so if the agents do decide to pop in and say hello, they can be dispatched with quickly. Ah, good. Now, something I should have done is put the blueprints for the items in, but I guess I can do that after they've placed all this dynamite. Funds used about 100,000 up. That shouldn't be too bad. We'll just put in some more lockers.
Object has been ordered.
Whoop. So by holding shift, you're able to do the multiple items at once. I think like most games like this, also made around that time. Oh dear, these agents. I don't... hello? Can I... You know, there's 2 spaces, you don't have to put it in the same place. We're not blowing just that. What is your name? Oh, you're the guy who lost health. Gordon. Gordon's alive! He just got hurt. That's how he must have got hurt. The Wally stood right next to the explosion. Oh my god. So I think once we've got this room here built, we'll deal with those agents and advance ourselves. So, 3 things here for the control room. Control panels, memory banks, and time clock. So, place a time clock down by the barracks there, so let's put it on this door. Now, if I double click this even whilst it's in blueprint mode, we can take a look at it. This will dictate how many people are going to be in this room. So red means no one needs to be in there, we're going to shut this room off. Yellow, I believe, is the bare minimum for it to function, and then the more people you put in here, like the more of the green you go in, the more people will go in and make the room more efficient. Now the control room is used for this thing down here, which isn't unlocked yet, but it's called the World Domination Map. So, to unlock the World Domination Map, we're going to need a control panel. Now these are kind of the actual... It is the 60s, remember, so these are effectively the computers where your minions are going to be working and trying to track down the good guys, seeing as we're playing as the evil genius. and try and find things for your minions to do. Damn it. Okay. I may need to rethink this. I like me some symmetry. Wow, this is... done. That'll do, because I plan to maybe put something in there. You don't really need a lot of these control panels anyway, but... Oh... Wow. Those agents have gotten quite far. Right, we need memory banks, isn't it? Well, so these are just what's going to be storing the data, as you could probably guess. So we'll put these next to the computer banks. Oh, apart from that one, that's fine. Probably don't even need that many. Right, we are going to tag these for termination. So you have 4 options when you click on an agent, a minion, or a tourist. You have get rid of the tag that's currently there. You have the terminate, which will set all minions and henchmen to kill the tagged unit. You have capture, which will cause them to knock the unit out, and then if you have a prison cell, they will be taken to the prison cell. If there are no prison cells, they will just be left on the floor even. And you have weaken, which is something social minions can do. I will get into social minions later, but for now, to complete this objective, we're going to terminate all 4 of these agents. And to terminate all 4 of them without individually clicking them and then clicking terminate, I'm just going to hold control, and that will terminate. That will tag everyone in a party of agents that one agent is attached to. So we now have, I believe it's called the freezer room? Yes, the freezer. So, that's why I wanted to build the base a little more before doing that, because the freezer room is a pretty incriminating looking room. So you don't want secret agents really knowing you've got one. So that corridor will be fine. Gonna just... Ooh, yeah, because we're going to bring another corridor down here, I think, probably. Okay, so gonna build that room. We're then gonna build the freezer room, so that would be fine. Ooh, let's just plan this out. So the freezer room has these freezer racks, and where did we kill them? They're here. These are body bags. Each one is identified with the symbol of the organisation that that particular person came from, and they in fact, if I click on one, they cause these circles around them influence different things. So blue circles influence loyalty, purple circles will influence, attention, and body bags give minuses. Now there are some things that give pluses, but body bags give minuses. For example, of a plus is your evil genius himself, or herself, depending on which one you play. They have a radius which gives bonuses, but to stop the effects of these body bags, you build a freezer room, then you build freezer racks, and the body bags got hung up on these racks. So you can end up killing quite a lot of agents who come to your base. So we're going to build a few of these racks just to ensure us. We're then going to put in the door here. And then we'll set that to build. So, something is flashing at me. That's just because I completed one of the tasks. So, I've got a new task now, which is to capture the maid who's on the island. Now, here she is. We're going to need some fins before we capture her, though. We are going to need an armory. Now, I want to use this to defend, because... okay, I'm gonna now delete this entire corridor. once these two minions stop walking through it. It's just occurred to me that, okay, this game was made in 2004, remember, but it's just occurred to me that these minions are wearing yellow, like the minions from Despicable Me. I'm not saying there's a connection between either of them, I just think it's a happy coincidence, and I laugh at it. Haha. So, the armory. Ooh, how big should we make this? Maybe if we put a 2 in there, and a 2 in... Oh no, we're going to want that bigger. Like that. Oh, that'll be plenty big, and then we can put maybe that there, those that big, so like that. Oh, but if I did that, I could... how much space have I actually got over here to do that? Oh, just enough. Right. But I don't want to take away from the symmetry of it. But then I'm going to have all this dead space. You know what, it's fine, we've got plenty of space up there. I will find something to do with that space there. Right, cool. We'll do that. Yep. And now we're just going to go here and link this up with a corridor. Bit of a waste putting the doors in there, but this is what you get for not planning ahead, I guess. We're going to put a door there, we're going to put a door there, we're going to put a clock timer in, and then we're going to put these. We're going to put prison cells over there. Going to leave this bare for now, but it will become important. In fact, something that's just occurred to me, I'm going to want to put doors there and there as well. So you've got kind of the area where the minions are going to sleep. We're going to put things like a staff room and a mess hall down here, just normal things. And then we're going to, once you actually get into the mechanics of the base, you've got to go through security and then the control room where there should be quite a few minions. Then you really get up into it. These guys are just scared because they've got no way of actually getting out of here. So once this is built, that should be fine. So, good. Okay. I will show you the world domination map now, actually. So this is where it gets really complicated. You've got your 5 establishments. Patriot, who cover North America and South Korea and Japan. You've got Sabre, who cover Europe, South Africa, India, and Australia and New Zealand. So basically anywhere Britain used to have great influence in its empire, plus Europe. This is set in the 60s, like I said, during the Cold War. So you have the Eastern Bloc, run by Hammer, and then you've got Central Russia, which is where really is, you know, the proper part of the Soviet Union, which is who Hammer's intelligence agency is. That sentence probably doesn't even make sense. Basically, they're the KGB. Siberia as well. So you've got then Asia, so North Korea and China and, you know, the Philippines and that. They belong to Anvil. And then you've got Smash, which is South America, Africa, the Middle East, and for some reason the Antarctic. I have no idea what the abbreviations stand for, but yeah. So you've probably noticed by now these little dots. So if I go to this one here, it's got a little flag with a smash symbol on it, and you'll get a description here. You'll get this is basically a mission, so you'll get told what the mission is, what people you need to put in for the mission, little description for the mission, and these things with question marks next to them, we don't know yet, and the way you find those out is by manning your control room. So once you've manned your control room, you get told how long this mission is going to take to do, how much notoriety you're going to get, and you have a notoriety meter here, and the more notoriety you get, basically the more evil and dangerous to the world you are. You've got heat, so that's basically how much information the forces of justice, as they're known, are going to gather from this about you. And you've got the risk, so because minions can die whilst on the world map, so you've got basically how likely it is for them to die. So there's already several on the map for do. There's one over here in Patriot, this, which gets you the library blueprints for your base. You've got one here in East Africa, about one in China, not China, India. I was thinking of tea because there's a mission that pops up over here to do with tea, and I always think of China, even though India grows tea and that, I always think of Chinese tea. And then you've got one down here in the Philippines. So we're going to leave that for now. I will explain more later on when it's needed. So still waiting for the security room to be built, and we're running low on funds. So I think actually with the running low on funds and everything, yes, I know, I'm telling the people now, thank you. I think with the running low on funds and the you know, on the eve of completing this whole objective here, this main objective, sub-objectives, this may be a good place to stop. We can go into the world map and steal some money next time. So, you have been watching Pixel Cheesecake Jack playing Evil Genius, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.